And so one of them is, will people be open to sharing and uploading their, data into the Networky app? And is there a high level of, kind of demand, available or not yet? I think that's the question. And I can answer that because, I work actively with the team. Tess Venture incubated it, and it's an exciting journey. The reason why GAIA Lab exists, I want to take a step back, is to bring a lot more of my Web2 friends and people I meet into Web3. And on the Web3 side, we want the market to grow and it's actually ready for mass adoption. There's so much technology, so much infrastructure, but the Web2 folks, which is what I call normies, the people who have not had a chance to pay attention to what's happening in Web3, to even look at crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum. This weekend was our Stanford reunion, and it's been 10 years. And, I just look at all my friends and, some of them I went to class with, some of them we just all spent time at campus. And I'm so anxious for them because they're not following Web3. And some of them have not even bought Bitcoin or Ethereum yet. And I just told them they need to hedge 1 to 5% into this because look at where the dollar is going. And they really need to start understanding what blockchain technology does. So back to the question. And this is the reason, obviously, why we started GAIA Lab, is to bridge Web2 and Web3. And even for those who don't want to start a company in Web3, they may want a career as the chief metaverse officer, or, to do that director of NFT campaign that the traditional Fortune 5,000 companies are now starting to hire. So, there's this demand and there's a gap. Now, to take a step, now to move it forward to answer the question is, will people use, new application? And the answer is yes, especially when we start first with Web3. In the Web3 circle, all of us are very used to, and we like to, with transparency. That's why everything's on the blockchain. We do like things being out there, open source, just known. Obviously, there's, privacy as well, right? And that's what some of the technology is solving for. But the Web3 mentality of this community, and those who are Web 2.5, is very willing to try new things, very willing to disrupt, old technology, and very willing to innovate. And we all help each other, like, quite actively. So I have no concern that, the market is not going to pick this up easily. It's about serving a niche market first. And from there, since all Web3 also have Web2 contacts, it will just viral out. And I hope the transparency part about how we're all used to actually sharing data. One of my other company actually started off with even being a decentralized DocuSign. And that's where we all just, share our contracts and agreements. And obviously they also have a great roadmap that they're actually like Carta for token management, and even more. And lawyers were the ones that backed it because they felt a new method of an investment instrument of the SAFT that needs to be disrupted too. So there's just so much going on in Web3, and that's why lots that we can educate. And I want all those who are not in it, especially my friends who are all super smart and very, people with a lot of potential, to make sure that they learn more about Web3 and be part of this. And that's why I really feel what Julia and the team at Networky is doing is really helping the average person start with what people may think is very just boring, which is organizing your data of your people you meet, but it's the most needed entry point, and it's the most easiest one for people to start adopting. And eventually, once you get, it's just like LinkedIn, they started off with just being a resume. Once you get to a certain tipping point, there's going to be virality. So that's my 2 cents. And feel